Good afternoon, everybody. I hope that you guys are having a good day so far. So I just wanted to show you guys how quick and easy it is to apply your airbrush makeup, especially for us busy, crazy moms. As you can see in the description, if you touch my face, that was my morning. So it is now afternoon. It always flies by so quick. And those of you that have littles at home, mine are old enough now that they're gone during the day. I feel for you because that makes it even harder. So it's super important. I went for the longest time, like just being like a mommy, hey Valerie, and not ever doing anything for me, not half the time, like not even getting a shower in till like halfway through the day. So I've decided to make sure that I give myself that 15 minutes every day to just feel good about myself. And that doesn't mean you need to put on a ton of makeup or anything, but even some lipstick or just some foundation, just to make yourself feel better, even when you're like super, super tired, because you want to feel good so you don't get burnt out. So I'm gonna show you how simple. So the first thing I'm putting on is Velvet Veil. This is like liquid gold. It has a lot of essential antioxidants, vitamins, minerals. It acts as a primer and it helps give you that blur effect on pores, wrinkles, fine lines. It'll help reduce pore size over time, but it's not going to eliminate any of that. It will help reduce pores over time, but it just helps give you that like layer over the top. You need very, very little, so one bottle is going to last you a long time. Valerie, it is awesome. Like so awesome. And I had like huge, huge, huge pores. As you can see, I used to have a lot of acne scarring. I have the little Fred on my forehead right now. And I poked at Fred and Fred didn't like it, so Fred poked back. I'm really bad about that. But it has made my pore sizes so much smaller. So like I used to have huge, huge, huge pores on my nose and my chin especially. And that's why I have like those bigger scars too. And my pores are getting so much smaller, which is why I poked at Fred. Because with smaller pores, it wasn't as easy to extract. So now I know, don't do that. Because look at Fred, he's angry. Fred is very angry. So you just need one drop per cheek and your forehead. And then I have large pores on my nose and my chin, so I do a drop there as well. And then as you saw, you're just gonna lightly tap it in. You're not gonna rub it in because you're creating that layer. And you're gonna notice, just watching on camera too right now, my skin is already kind of starting to get that little bit of a smoother finish as it dries. So Velvet Veil is awesome. You don't have to have Velvet Veil to use the airbrush system, but if you have problematic skin like I do, Velvet Veil really, 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 really helps. Deborah, how are you doing today? I am, Kim. I hope you are too. We went, oh, you saw, we went roller skating the other day, and it was a lot of fun. I hadn't been roller skating in a super, super long time, so I was a little wobbly at first. I didn't fall at all, but I was definitely a little nervous getting out there again. I thought I do ice skating frequently, but it was just a little different. I actually wanted to rollerblade. I haven't rollerbladed in like forever. I am really good. I'm glad you're doing great. So the next one I'm putting on is the CC cream. Again, you don't have to have this with your airbrush system. It acts as kind of an extra concealer and just also great for your skin too. Everything is water-based, so you're gonna notice an improvement in your skin there too, just kind of a natural glow, again, smaller pores, just because you're putting good things on your face. Also, this with the airbrush, you're not tugging and pulling at your face, which is going to help with premature aging, which is us busy moms. I started to get like really bad crow's feet already. Crow's feet. And it's already improving a little bit. I've been using this for a little under 6 weeks now. So the CC cream I put on after my Velvet Veil. Again, you don't have to have this, but I have a lot of scarring, so it also kind of helps cover that up. And then like I said, I have nasty angry Fred because I poked at him. He poked back. Hey Cynthia, how are you? So when you're doing your airbrush, it's super easy. It's a new technique, so you'll learn a new technique. I give it about 3 or 4 tries. Oh, I pushed my finger on the thing and turned it off. I was like, what just happened? So the CC cream, it just kind of goes all over. What is going on? I just pushed the plug in. I think the plug was a little loose. So Valerie, they vary a little bit. So I only put 2 to 3 drops in this. As you can see, it goes a long way, so I'm just using the last bit of it on my face. Hey Angela, how are you? But Valerie, give me 1 second and I'll look up the current price. I think some of them are on sale still. The Mystic is the full coverage line. That's the one that I'm going to be using right now. Those ones are a little bit more, it has more pigmentation in it, but so you can hear that sound now. It's out of product. The pigmentation makes it just a little bit more, but the Silk matte and the other ones are a little bit less. Give me 1 second. You need Silk? Okay, awesome, yes. So let me look that up for you. Hold on, I'm just getting my other cord out. I don't know what's going on. What's going on? Oh yeah, I was like, you shouldn't need more yet. When you first start using it, it's a new technique, so you're gonna end up using more than you need just because you don't know. Not that you don't know, but like you're getting used to it. So you're supposed to use 6 to 8 drops. I, in the very beginning, was using like 18 because I couldn't like quite get it down initially. Now I do the 6 to 8 drops and I'm always pouring out extra because I don't need it, which is awesome too. Yes, the Mystic is full coverage. That is the full coverage one. You can get full coverage with any of our products, but the Mystic is our full coverage line. So let's see really quick for you, Miss Valerie. So with your Icon airbrush system, it comes with 2 foundations. It comes with a blush and a highlighter, so everything you need to get started. You can purchase it full out or you can do the payment plan. The payment plan is $19.95 down. It's an additional $10 if you do Mystic instead. So Valerie, for Silk, my internet's being slow. So there's 2 different size bottles. There's the half and the quarter. Again, you only need 6 to 8 drops each time you use it, so it's gonna last you a really, really, really long time. The quarter of the Silk is $23.75. And then the half of the Silk, which will last forever, is not forever, but you know what I mean, it's gonna last you a crazy long time, is $41.80. So, and you can do the auto shipment where they'll send you, and you set up your auto shipments 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. This is only $35 then if you do auto shipment for the bigger one. So, not expensive at all, and it's gonna last you a long, long, long time. You guys will see. So, all I've done is the Velvet Veil, and then I did the CC cream. So I haven't even put foundation on, and you can already see that it looks smoother. The acne scarring is starting to go away. I got really, really bad cystic acne when I hit my 30s. So I have really bad acne scarring. And then as you saw, even my little Fred there, I don't leave them alone, which is not good. So then I add extra scars. So you don't have to do those first 2 steps. That is helpful if you have, you know, big pores. You need, it helps with collagen production. It helps remove dead skin cells, things like that. You know, it helps hide some of the extra redness, sunspots, anything like that. So if you don't really have any of those issues, then you don't need that stuff at all. So the next thing I'm going to do is apply my foundation. So I use shades 2 and 3. With your system, you get 2 colors. You can do 2 of the same color. Some people are a perfect match. I'm pretty close to this, but then I do have some of those yellowy undertones. So I do both. Also, as I get tanner, I can then do a little bit darker, or I can add a little bit more of the darker, or if I lose some of my tan like I am currently, because you guys know that I cheat when I use my tan. I use our tanning tonic. I don't actually get tan. Then I have to go back to going a little bit lighter. So it says 6 to 8 drops. I'm actually to where I don't even need 6. So I am going to put 6 in total. I'm putting 4 of my lighter shade, and then I'm going to do 2 of my darker shade. They have a color match guarantee. So if you decide to try out your system, you do the $19.95 down, or $10 more if you do Mystic, the full coverage. A lot of people like Silk. and your foundation doesn't work, they will trade out some a different color for you. My brain is not alive yet. So I'm doing 2 of my little bit darker shade. Trying not to drink as much caffeine, so I'm doing my caffeinated water, which has like way less caffeine than my coffee. So my brain is not awake. So to mix your colors in there, you're gonna lightly tap on the end of your tip and then just pull back and let it bubble. And that is how you mix it. And then again, you're gonna hold it like a pen. I think it was my cord that was doing that earlier. They have a parts and warranty guarantee for a year on your all of the parts on your system. So I can actually, you know how it was turning off a second ago? It's the cord, obviously. I just put a new cord on and it's working just fine. So I'm going to email them right after this and they'll send me out a new one and then I'll just ship back the old one. So just so you guys know, the customer service is amazing and they're super, super quick to get back to you. And that's stuff I can help you with too. But they'll just swap it right out for me, no problem at all. So I'm just doing like little tiny circles. You want to do just a light amount at first. Kind of like thinking about painting nail polish on, you know, if you do a big old thick crazy layer and then you try to do another layer, it's going to seem like it's dry, but it's not. So you just want to do a nice little thin layer, little tiny circles. Again, as you use it, give it about 3 or 4 times, you'll get used to the technique. And then you're going to be amazed at how great it feels, how little you use. Like I said, at first you'll use more. And then down the road, you'll use a whole lot less. And we do have concealers. I can't find my concealer right now. I don't know what I did with it because I would put that on my Fred. But we do have like really cool concealer sticks, especially if you have under eye black, you know, kind of black bags under your eyes. Or we have X Out, which is an airbrush concealer for that too. But I use our stick concealer whenever I have, you know, kind of a bigger zit. Has anyone here tried the airbrush system before? They've been in business for 20 years, so this is their 5th generation one, which is the most precise. It has the most power and the most, it's the most precise spray that you end up using very little, and it sprays super, super evenly. So like this is such an amazing, amazing machine. And again, just super quick and easy. You can see all that redness is going away. My acne starting is going away. Sometimes I'm taking my finger off the trigger. I'm using the air to just kind of dry in between layers. So I'm not spraying makeup the whole time. But as you can see, there's still tons of product in there and in there. So like you need so little. And after you've used it 3 or 4 times, I highly, highly recommend it. It's my challenge to you. I did it on accident myself. I was like, oh, I still really like my old makeup though. So I put on my old makeup one day, partly because I had almost run out of my foundation and I couldn't stand it. It felt cakey, it felt greasy, and I had always liked my old makeup. I thought it was fine. So after you use this and feel how awesome it feels on your face, you're not going to touch your face. If you're like me, I touch my face too much. Whenever I have the airbrush makeup on, I don't touch my face at all. And it's so lightweight. So this is our full coverage, and it's super, super lightweight. Like you do not feel it. Love, love, love. And so you can go back and you can do additional layers if you want to do additional layers, if you'd like a little more coverage. I'm not a huge makeup person, so I like a little bit more lighter, natural look, but I do like to hide all of that acne scarring and my sunspots. But you're going to see there's still makeup. See how little you need? So I had only put in 6 drops. So like I said, once you get the technique down, you use so little, so those little bottles are going to last you forever. So to clean out your machine in between colors or after you're done, you just put a little water in it. You can use your bathroom sink, and then you're just going to spray it through to get everything out of there and rinsed out. And then if there's anything in the well, you can just take a tissue and wipe in there to get the rest out. Hey Ashlyn, how are you guys? Yes, and Valerie, I don't know if you saw, if you wear lipstick at all, they're doing a huge deal right now where you get a lip stain or liquid lipstick, you get to pick. You get the liner and the gloss for $50 and free shipping, which is amazing. It is awesome sauce. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows really quick. I have no brows. So like all of this right here is actually old faded microblading. I just haven't found a new person. My lady is too far away now, so I can't go back. But this is my brow, that's it. This little like crummy thing there, that's all microblading. So I have no brows, like no joke. So I also cannot draw on my brows. I don't have an artistic bone in my body, which is really sad, but I don't. Like, I remember, you guys have heard me say this before, but it was like, I don't know what grade it was. It was in middle school, but to pass like an art class that we had to take, we had to draw a 3D cube, and I could not do it. I could not pass because I am not artistic even remotely. I know, Kim, that is such a big deal. It's a 48-hour sale only. They just announced it a couple hours ago. So just sharing this over to our girls really quick. Realized I didn't do that. Doo-doo-doo. And if you choose to, the airbrush system, this is actually where I just got that other cord from. The airbrush system, you can choose to do a traveling case too. I highly recommend doing that. You cannot buy this traveling case separate. It does add $20 to your airbrush order, but totally worth having it. It'll protect your airbrush when you travel. And also you can fit all of your cosmetics in that other end because you need so little room. It'll be your like smallest cosmetic bag ever. Okay, so we are going to do the brows. You're gonna see how easy these are. This is our brow and root coverage. So if you have grays or you have, you know, your roots kind of grown out, you can actually spray this on your roots too. So on the way out, you know, if it's not quite time to get your hair touched up and you just want to kind of hide some of those grays really quick, especially if you've pulled your hair back, like when I pull my hair back, I can see my roots more. You can use brown root on your hair. My brows are brown, so it doesn't, this color won't work on my roots because I need the platinum. Oh, whoops. Ha! That's okay. This is blonde. I lied. It's not brown. It looks brown. This is the blonde brow and root. I do have brown as well, which I don't see right now. I need coffee. I may not make it today without coffee. So your brow and root kit actually comes with stencils. You get 10 different stencils, so you can decide the shape of brow you would like. I can't see. So I use, hold on. I use number 3. So easy, look at that. I cannot draw on brows, so for me, amazing. Then I'm just gonna let it dry a little bit. I sprayed a little too close. But once it dries, it's gonna last you all day too. So if you sweat, anything like that. So there's the one side. You could then wipe it off and flip it over, or you can purchase additional stencils. So I have an additional stencil now because you need to flip it over for the other side. Sorry, I'm having to look in the mirror over here because I cannot see. So again, this newest airbrush has the most precision tip, so you can really get in there and spray wherever you want to spray. If you're super artistic like I am not, you can actually do it without the stencil. You do not have to have the stencil. I was doodling with some hearts and stuff the other day. So same thing, I only put 2 drops of that in there and look how much extra I still have. So you need so little to do this. So little. And I love that the airbrush kind of sticks to your hairs. So then it has more of a natural look. It doesn't have the like, I stroked on my eyebrows, which is what it would look like if I did it. So being a busy mom, sometimes I want to make myself look a little bit more done up. Sometimes this is as far as I go, and it's just nice to go, you know, into carpool or whatever, not looking like I just woke up, haven't showered in a year, whatever it is as we feel as mommy sometimes. But today I'm like, let's give myself a little extra. So I'm using some bronzer right now. This is our matte bronzer. We have a, like more of a shimmer bronzer too. That one's really fun for kind of like a sun-kissed glow. So I'm just putting on a little bronzer, give myself a little extra oomph, give some color to my pasty face. And do all your little bronzer defining lines if you want. And again, I put in 1 to 2 drops. You need so little. And with that precision tip, you're not gonna have that overspray. You don't have to worry about getting it all over yourself and your hair, anything like that. Again, lots of leftover, lots of leftover. You need so little. So since that was a darker color, I'm just gonna rinse because I'm gonna put on some blush. So again, just add a little water to your well and spray it out. So again, imagine how long that is gonna last you when you just needed a couple drops. So next, let's do some blush. I really like Apricot. It's kind of fun for summer right now. It's got kind of a corally hue to it, which is also the color of the year. It's just kind of a happy color, but you get to pick any blush you want. So again, you'll get 2 foundations. You'll get 2 foundations that you get to pick. You'll pick a blush, and then you'll also get a bronzer in your kit. So you'll get everything when you start, everything you'll need. So let's go ahead and do some apricot. Apricot. And again, if you're not quite sure, you can try it for $19.95 down, and then it's just 3 more payments of roughly $44 after that. If you add the case, or if you do Mystic, the full coverage, it's just a little bit more, but not much. I think it's roughly about $30 down at that point. So just adding, this one, like I said, is more of like a sun-kissed, kind of like a corally glow. I think it's fun for this time of year, but we do have a lot of really soft like pinks and darker blushes too, if you like the darker blushes. Again, because it's a little bit darker of a color than I'm putting on next, I'm just going to run a little water through it. And the best thing is you can mix and match your old makeup. So if you want to do powder blush instead, do powder blush. If you want to do powdered bronzer instead, do powdered bronzer. You can do whatever you want. The foundation gives you that perfect kind of like flawless, silky look, hides all of those imperfections. The Velvet Veil helps with your wrinkles and your fine lines. And then you can do whatever you want after that. But it is fun to kind of start playing with some of the other makeup. So let's go ahead and do a little bit of highlighter. A little bit of highlighter. And actually, before I do the highlighter, I just started playing with our airbrush, you guys, man. I think I'm gonna have to give in. I'm gonna have to have coffee today. My brain is so not working. So I just started playing with our airbrush. We should make that a game. Like every time I say airbrush instead of airbrush, that is epic. Okay. Our airbrush eyeshadows. And I'm loving the way they look. We are sold out of a lot of colors right now because they're super popular, but there are still some good colors on there. As of the last time I checked, these 2 colors were still available. Hey Nicole, how's your day going? Is anyone on a lunch break right now? So this one is color number 41. It's kind of a brown shade with a little bit of like a lavender hue to it. So again, that precision tip, whoops, is gonna allow you to be able to do your eyeshadow. Again, I sprayed just a little too close that first time. So it's a new technique, just kind of getting used to it. So you want to just barely pull back on your trigger and then keep it about 3 finger widths away. So that is that color here, and I am going to put some eyeliner on it. Oh my gosh! clearly I need more sleep or coffee. So because oops, I'm like flipping you guys off. Because I pulled back on the trigger a little too far on that, that's what that did, but you can just wipe that off. Don't do what I did. That would be an airbrush don't. Hey, Jamie. So I am putting in a little bit of black now. And again, you can use your regular eyeshadow palettes. We have really awesome palettes. I normally use the nude palette, but I've just started kind of branching out and trying to do the airbrush a little bit. So, just attempting to do an airbrush smoky eye a little bit. Come on. I always get like nervous and like pull back like ever so slightly on the trigger. And again, it's just learning the technique as you go. Can you guys tell that my right side is my like more nervous side? I need to like teach myself how to use my right hand. There we go. Awesome sauce. So, the little bit of a smoky eye. I'm gonna spread that guy out. And then we'll go ahead and do liner. We have awesome, awesome felt liners. We have lots of really pretty colors. I have just black. Wish me luck. It's so hard to see in here. Hold on, I gotta look over here, guys. I can't see. I keep saying it and I haven't done it yet. I need to get like a little mirror to like sit on the desk here. Jamie just popped on and she has the most gorgeous photos ever. She's a photographer and she is like freaking amazing. Like every picture she ever posts, I'm like, oh my gosh, like they just get better and better. She does not live close enough to me anymore to be able to use her. Otherwise, I'd take family photos with her like every day. Just put on a little bit of felt eyeliner. And we're gonna do a little mascara. Hey Ashton, how are you? I cannot not blink when I put on mascara. My kids think it's the funniest thing in the world. Like I will try so hard not to. I'm like, oh, I can't do it. I was trying. I cannot not blink. So some mascara. I'm gonna put on A-List, which is one of our colors that is on that special pricing right now where you get the lip stain. You can do lipstick, lip stain, or liquid lipstick. But the lip stain, the pencil, which the pencils are like butter. And then you get to pick whatever gloss you want. So this one's called A-List. It's a really, really fun color. Bright and happy for summer. I love our lip stains because they're long lasting. You do not have to use gloss with it, but they're pretty with gloss too, of course. But I like that you can go back over it. It's not gonna mess it up if you go back over it. And then it dries matte. And then you can use gloss with it if you would prefer to have a glossy look. They're going to last you all day, and then they're not super drying too, which is awesome too. Our lipsticks are crazy moisturizing, but the lip stains are not drying like some other lip stains that I've used in the past. So that is our lip stain. Give it a second to dry, and I'm actually going to use unicorn gloss, which is my favorite, probably just because it's called unicorn gloss, but it is amazing. Go ahead and put on some highlighter. Let me rinse this one out again too, because I had that black in there. And again, that precision tip, you're not going to overspray. It's going to give you the ability to get in and really put your highlighter wherever you want to put your highlighter. Oh man, I just had water in there still. That was dumb. I just sprayed water on myself. So again, this one is called Love. I really, really like Glow. Glow is a little bit lighter of a highlighter. It's a little bit brighter. Sorry, can't see. But it allows you just to kind of get in wherever you want to get in. And do your Cupid's bow, your chin, anything like that. And you can go heavier too. I always try to go conservative. I like just a soft, soft hint. Hey Megan, how are you? So again, just enough to feel like I can conquer the rest of the world today after being a busy, crazy mom, which is awesome. And then we're gonna finish it with some unicorn gloss so I can sparkle through the rest of the day. Just kidding, but seriously though, look at this. Look how awesome it is. So it has these really pretty sparkly pigments. So like over a ward show, which is like a really pretty red, it'll make it a little pink, which is really fun. Over chiller, which is more purple, it makes it like a shimmery purple. And then with A-List, it gives it kind of that shimmery pinky purple on top of it. It's really, really pretty. Love unicorn gloss. So take advantage of getting basically a free gloss if you do a lipstick, the lipstick and lip liner combos that they have right now. So that's it. If you have any questions about your airbrush, let me know. Like I said, if you're like a little like, oh, I don't know if I can get that down, you can totally get it down, but you can try it before you buy it. So it's a $19.95 down, give or take a little bit more if you do Mystic or the kit. The travel case, I highly recommend getting the travel case. If you don't do any travel though, then you're fine. And then you can then do 3 more payments after that of roughly $44. Or you can go ahead and send it back too. You get a 60-day money back guarantee no matter what. So if you're just not loving it, you can send it back, but you're gonna end up loving it. Just try your old makeup again and then you'll see the difference. Like the feel of it is just so nice. But I hope that you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. This mom's gotta get to shipping. So I got some shipping to do. Hey Jen, you guys have a good day.